Well, the bailouts have started. Trump give over $1 billion to the farmers. He give over $1 billion to the farmers. They all get all this back rocking and rolling. That's exactly what he did. So I don't know what kind of deal that they got to get some of these prices down. I don't know. But I know they got a bailout, guys. And the thing is, the people, you still got those dividend checks coming for the people, so look like things are starting to shape up a little bit. That's what it looked like. Things are starting to shape up, man. The tariff money is coming in, and he's distributing that tariff money in the places that they think it needs to go. The people also gonna get some too, but that's coming a little bit later. So yeah, that's the big news today. Bailed out on the farmers. The farmers have been struggling, guys. They have been struggling, especially the rice industry. Those other countries over there, like India, places like that, they found a loophole how to get their rice and products over here. And because of the big dumping of the rice that they bringing over here, and not only are they bringing a lot of rice over here, they're also selling it for a cheaper price, which is kind of hurting the farmers, the rice farmers, So they're trying to get a grip on that because for some reason, he acted like he didn't know that the people from overseas are shipping rice through here, getting it over here, but basically with no tariffs and dumping it, and driving the farmers over here, basically, out of business. That's what they were saying. That rice is so cheap now that the way that the American business make rice, that the countries that are bringing the rice overseas over here is basically driving them out of business. So that's what they were talking about, which is really, really, really crazy to me because you're supposed to have tariffs on all these countries, but for some reason, I think it's Iran. That Iran, and she said a lot of different countries are coming over here, dumping off all of their farmer stuff and undercutting the Americans, which the tariffs were to bring business over here, to make it even, a fair and free market. But for some reason, those people have found a loophole in that system, and they're dumping stuff over here. And of course, he acted like he didn't even know what was going on. Hey, what's up? Love you too, man. P at PIP, appreciate you for joining me. Love you too, bro. Hope you're having a great day on this Tuesday. Yes, it's a lot going on, man. As we come to the end of the year, those countries overseas have found a loophole in the system on how to get their stuff over here, basically with no tax and no tariffs. And the lady that owns a rice factory, a rice farmer, was saying that that's been going on for the last 2 or 3 years, and that with those countries, they're shipping so much rice over here and other products that they're shipping it over here for so cheap that the companies over here that really make the rice to sell to the other companies, which is the wholesalers, you know what I'm saying, that they are cutting their prices so bad that they can't sell no rice, as an example right now. Rice is so cheap. She was complaining today, guys. She was complaining about how cheap rice has gotten for the manufacturers and the wholesalers that are selling rice over here, because when you own a rice field, you are basically the plug, right? As an example, which this person has a rice field. It's American grown rice. You know what I'm saying? And she's the wholesaler, right? She's the plug. She's the wholesaler to, these other companies that bag up the rice and then, distribute it to the stores, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, the wholesaler, the lady that creates the rice, was saying that the overseas countries, you could pretty much fill in the blank of who she's talking about. All the players that are in play as far as Trump saying all these tariffs supposed to be hitting them. This lady is saying that they're bringing rice over here so cheap, right, that they're actually about to put them out of business, guys. Yeah, guys, that's what's happening, man. Those countries overseas are still getting their stuff in over here for and then they selling them to the people that buy wholesale. They're selling it to those businesses way cheaper than the wholesale companies in America are selling it to them for, and they are running them out of business, guys. That's basically what's going on. You know, I broke that down for a 10th grader can understand it. That's what's happening, guys. And today, well, I think this was yesterday, Trump acted like he didn't even know that the loophole even existed, guys. He acted like he didn't even know. So he told his people in the cabinet to jump on that they're going to stop that. But if you was watching it, he was trying to actually overtalk the lady. He didn't want to let the lady to keep on talking. You know what I'm saying? The lady didn't down talk tariffs, but she had a but at the end. And when she said but, that's when she started talking about the loophole. That was crazy work. I don't know if y'all caught it or not, but see, the thing is, bro, Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? He be talking bullshit to bubblegum a lot. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to eliminate the bullshit in the bubblegum, all the ranting and stuff he be doing, and really pay attention to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened, guys. And guess what? They gave the farmers 1.5 billion bailout yesterday, guys. That's what they did. So I don't know what deal that they have to make that deal, but the farmers market and the farmers are catching it, guys. They are catching it. It's a loophole in their tariff system. You know what I'm saying? And the Trump administration is acting like they don't even know it exists. It's crazy work, bro. It's crazy work, guys. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. Where are you watching from? Trump is still doing a great work. Yeah, he is doing good work. You know what I'm saying? He's doing good work. I'm not saying that he's not. He really is. You know what I'm saying? So what I like what's going on right now is those dividend checks, right? We got the dividend checks coming up, and we have something that's very, very important, which I said I'm gonna talk about all the time. Is the Trump accounts for the newborn kids. You know, that's very, very important. The Trump accounts for the newborn kids. So we got to spread that around to everybody we know. There's a lot of, you know, single moms. There's a lot of mothers that are pregnant right now. They need to know about these Trump accounts, guys. They need to get their, you know, you got to, if that's you, you got to put your kids in the game. You got to get them in the game with these Trump accounts. It don't matter how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Those things will put you and your kids to the next level. Well, your kids for sure. You know, on the next level, you want your kid to have a head start in life. As a parent, you want your kid to have a head start in life. You know, that's how it works, guys. And those Trump accounts is a game changer. It really is. It's a game changer. If you really just check it out and you really just pay attention to it and really just watch, you know, how they're rolling it out, it's a game changer. You know, that's one of the best. Besides the First Step Act with the opportunity zones, you know, I like the opportunity zones a whole lot. You know, as a lot of y'all know, you know, from the first administration, the opportunity zones. But this is right up there with the opportunity zones, guys. It's right up there with the opportunity zones. It's probably better. Yes, this Trump investment accounts is better than opportunity zones in that First Step Act. This is better. You know, in my opinion, every kid, you know, every parent, as soon as your kid is born, that right there is the secret to your kid having an extraordinary life and ready for the real world once they graduate from high school and go to college. It's very, very important, guys, that you set your kid up with an investment account early on, as soon as they born. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they born, all during life, every month. You know, we contribute to the investment account. That way, when that kid turned 18 years old or 17, you know what I'm saying, they'll be ready to rock and roll. They can do whatever they want to do with it. If they want to hold on to it, you know, or if they want to go on and sell the shares of that index fund and go on, you know, check out with the bread. You know what I'm saying? And then 9 times out of 10, that's going to be you got to talk to a tax professional, but that will be tax exempt. That's how I'm thinking. You won't have to pay taxes on that money once they cash it out and hold it till they pass 18 years old. But you have to check with a CPA once you you know, get everything rocking and rolling and really clarify that. Really clarify that. But that's very, very important, guys. It's those Trump accounts. You know what I'm saying? Even if, and then what's so great about it, uh, if once your kid is born, or if you got a 3 or 4 year old, or whatever the case may be, all the kids, I don't know the age limit, but all kids, especially newborn, will automatically have an account, have an investment account, soon as they are born. You know what I'm saying? Soon as they're born, they're automatically gonna have an investment account. So all you gotta do is claim it. You just gotta claim it, and that's it. But you as a parent, you can't cash out. You know, it gotta be held on till the kid turn 18. That's how it works, guys. That's why I gotta keep talking about these. I kind of don't, they call them Trump accounts, but I kind of don't want to call them Trump accounts because there's so many people, you know, that, you know, not a lot of people, but some people on the other side of America, you know, they really don't like Trump, you know what I'm saying? But, and that'll keep them, you know, from, they will keep them from participating in these investment accounts that can particularly change your kid, you know, change their whole life, especially if you grow up in poverty. Imagine if you grow up in poverty. I'm gonna use this as an example. Imagine if you grew up in poverty, right? And you get educated about these investment accounts that the Trump administration is rolling out in July of 2026. Just think, and you claim and activate your investment account for your kid. And throughout the kid's life, you're educating the kid about investing. You're educating the kid about the investment account, right? All through the kid's life. You know, you teaching them about investing. You teaching them about this investment account. Guess what's going to happen, guys? That right there, that can change the whole situation. That maybe your kid or your grandkid won't grow up in poverty. As we talk about what's finna happen in January, y'all do know. Appreciate y'all for joining me, chat. This is the one and only Stock Sniper. Y'all do know, even though we're not talking about the shutdowns no more, that the shutdowns are possibly gonna happen again in January. We gotta still talk about that because all they did was put it off to January. I can't remember the date. So make sure that if you're on food stamps, you gotta make sure you are paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Because it's possibility that the end of January they could be back and back to square one without getting no food stamps again, and ain't no telling how long that one is going to last. That's why it's very, very important, and I can't say this enough, that you be educating yourself about investing. Invest in yourself. If you don't know anything about investing, you got to invest in yourself. That's through education, to learn about investing. You know, and then you got to teach it to your kids, your kids. You know what I'm saying? That's the number one thing that we have to be thinking about right now as we end 2025 and head into 2026. That's what we got to do. Hello, brother. Where are you from? I'm from Houston, Texas. Hook 'em horns. That's where I'm from. I'm from Houston, Texas. Hook 'em horns. Thank you for joining me. I am your host, the one and only Stock Sniper, chat. And what we're talking about, Trump bailed out the farmers, guys, 1.5 billion. Now, what we're going to see is what's going to come into play, right? We got to see what's going to come into play. Will some of these prices go down? Not immediately, but maybe in the future. But number two, as we eye in 2026, we have to be aware of these investment Trump accounts, guys. We got to be aware of them. You got to be aware of these Trump investment accounts. All kids. I don't know the age limit, but I know for sure newborns, 3 and 4 year olds are eligible for this. Not eligible, you're automatically getting a Trump account. All all newborns for sure. If you have a kid in 2025, you having a kid in 2026, all kids will get this investment account. It's automatic, like a social security number. It's automatic, guys, which is very, very powerful. All you got to do is claim it. You know what I'm saying? All you do is claim it, and guess what? It don't take much. I might go live tonight and show a detail on $1,000 investment, and we whoever putting $25 a week, $100 a month over time. That's what I think I'm gonna do tonight, guys. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell and be on the lookout. After we do workout tonight at the gym, I'm gonna go live, and we're gonna put together some examples of and put it on y'all mind on where your kid will be once they turn 18. So we're gonna lay it all out tonight, guys. We're gonna lay it all on the line. We're gonna calculate it. The interest, right? The compound interest, we're gonna talk about all that tonight, right? Because I appreciate y'all for rocking with the channel. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, especially doing this marathon training. You know, y'all got me in tip-top shape, and it's my duty to give as much value as I can, and just to put it on your mind and put it right there on the bulletin board, so a 10th grader can understand it. And all you gotta do is activate it. You gotta activate it, put it to work, and realize it's a marathon. It is not a sprint. That's what we gotta realize, guys. And once you realize that, and you stay down till you come up, and you realize your pot of gold is at the end of the rainbow, once you do that, guys, then it's time to go to the next level. And that's the most beautiful thing as a parent, as a grandparent, as an uncle, as a auntie, or whatever the case, a brother, whatever the case may be, a homeboy, a homegirl, is to be able to leave your family something, to carry it on. That's beautiful, guys. I'm just letting y'all know. It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. That should be one of your top 5 goals in life when you have kids, is to make sure from the time that kid is born, to make sure that, hey, you do everything you can to set those kids and those grandkids up financially, not just through buying them stocks, leaving them this, but by education and making sure they're aligned with the family program, right? So they can pass it on to the next generation, to your great grandkids and your great grandkids. That's how it works, guys. And it starts one share at a time, one Bitcoin at a time, one whatever the case may be, fill in the blank with the investment. That's all it takes, guys, and build on it over time. You know that, and then you have the ability to live life on your own terms. That's what we got to pay attention to, guys. We got to pay attention to that. Appreciate y'all for joining me. I'm your host, the one and only Stock Sniper. Appreciate y'all. Why are you in the kids' park? I'm not in the kids' park. Let me show you where I'm at. Hold on a second. This is the outside gym. Look, this is not a kids' park. We are exercising, training for a marathon. It's a golf course right there. It's a golf course over right there. That's what's going on. It's called exercising. That's another thing, guys. You got to get your health together. Get out, walk. Get out and walk. Something like he just said, why are you in a kids park? Bro, we're exercising. See, some people don't even comprehend to exercising, guys. And that's also why I'm here. I'm here to show health is the first step. You got to make sure you take care of your health. Without your good health, there is no wealth. There is no wealth. And this is great for mental health as well. Running and walking. I just got through running 8 miles, guys. Training for a marathon. If you've been on this before, you already know I'm training for a marathon, and we 30 days away from the Chevron Marathon. Look, let me show you where I'm at. Let me show you. Why are you in a kids park? Look, as we go around here. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Exercising. That's what's going on. This is the outside gym. This is the outside gym. Justin, look, he's riding his bike. Bro, we exercise out here. We exercise, getting in shape, working on our health, working on our mental health. Look, there's a golf course right there. This ain't no kids park. Of course kids can come. This is a park for everybody. Yeah, this is the outside gym. This is the park, the golf course for everybody. Let me go over here to the other side over here. I appreciate you for joining me though. John Cena has only one match left. Please don't miss it. Yeah, I know I like John Cena. My grandson loves John Cena. As you bring it up, John Cena. My grandson is for sure gonna watch it. I can't remember what's John Cena's, what he say when he in the ring? The Charleston White. Nah, this ain't Charleston White. Nah. I'm not Charleston White, bro. I'm the stock sniper. It's a difference. I be myself on the internet. What you see, that's exactly who I am. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to do that. I'ma just be who I am. Because I know I got kids and grandkids that are watching. That's why. Ain't no Charleston White over here. Nope. But I appreciate y'all for joining me, guys. Appreciate y'all for joining me. As we come down to the end of this walk down. Yeah, let's come down to the end of it, guys. My phone is going kind of dead, you know, but I'm trying to get around here to the other side real quick of this outside gym so y'all can see. This is the outside gym, man. This is a great, great park. You know, I don't even call it a park. It's the outside gym. That's what it is. Come here and get your exercise on. Play golf. You know, run. Ride your bike. Walk your dog. It's good for mental health. Try it 30 minutes a day. Just try it. If you're having problems, or if your attention span is short, work on your attention span and start walking. You ain't got to run 8 miles a day like me. All you got to do is just start walking and working on your mental health, working on your cardio. And also while you're walking, you can think and put a plan together on how you want the rest of your life to go. You can put a plan together. You can put a plan if you got, like the Trump accounts that we were talking about. You can put a plan together, you know, and evaluate these Trump accounts. That's how it goes, guys. Cool, good vibes. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all for joining me. But I think I'm ending it right here, guys. I made a mistake and didn't charge my phone all the way up, which sucks. So, you know, if you've been rocking with my channel and walking with this walk down, you know how it goes. I gotta pay for what I just did. What you just did, Stock Sniper. Well, I forgot to charge up my phone, so I'm out here on a low battery. So that means I gotta shut down the walk down a little bit early. So I owe myself, you know, that's what I do. Whenever I make a mistake, I have to discipline myself. How do you discipline yourself, Stock Sniper? With more exercising. That's how I discipline myself. That keeps me in check. Hopefully I got enough juice to make it around this corner. No offense, man. Smoky. Cool, good vibes. Charleston White. No offense, man. Yeah, I understand, Smokey. I understand. But nah, I'm not Charleston White, bro. And I'm not. And I don't advise no youngsters to even look up to nobody like a Charleston White. And you YouTube content creators, appreciate you for bringing that up, Smokey. YouTube content creators and all you YouTubers that look up to a Charleston White and see how he got successful, you know, by selling his soul and chunking himself. And not, you know, that's how he became successful. You don't want to do anything for fame, guys, especially internet fame. You don't want to do anything for money. You know, you don't want to sell your soul for money. You don't want to sell out your character for money. You don't want to sell out because your kids and you got grandkids, they got to look at this stuff. You don't want to sell your soul for money. It don't work like that. You know, it don't work like that. So you young YouTube content creators, you got to understand, you got to be yourself. Don't come on here acting like you're an actor. If you want to be an actor, go to acting school and go act in a movie. You know, don't come on this internet and try to play a character. Nah, that's not how you do it. It's not how you do it. You got to be yourself on this internet. You got to be who you are. People will gravitate with who you are, and it take time. You know, instant gratification never works. Look, guys, golf course. We made it all the way around. Be who you are, because guess what? When things don't go your way and you want to be who you are, people are going to expect you to be that same old person, right? So you got to be who you are, like me, on my social media, on my YouTube channel. I be exactly who I am. What you see on this channel, that's me. So whoever come rock with me, we are like-minded, and we can build a relationship forever. That's how it works, guys. You attract who you are on this internet. If you're a bozo, you're gonna attract bozos. That's just how it go. And then if you ain't, if let's say you pretending to be something that you ain't on this internet, and then you want to try to be yourself, you gotta basically keep on being a bozo. So that's what I'm saying to these content creators. Don't be, not even on the internet, but in life. Be who you are. People in 2025, 2026 and beyond, people want you to be who you are. They don't want you to be fake and phony. And being fake and phony on the internet, guess what? You got to keep on being fake. If you about mess and gossip on the internet, but you ain't about mess and gossip in real life, on the internet, you can't switch it up. You're gonna attract people that's about mess and gossip. Now think about it. Do you want to attract people to your internet page that's about mess and gossip, and you know you're not about mess and gossip or bullshit and bubblegum? Or do you want to attract the people that align with what you got going on in your life? That's building a long-time sustainable relationship. Being fake and phony and being something that you're not on the internet, that's temporary. It's called instant gratification. Over here, we talk about long-term. We talk about long-term, not short-term instant gratification. So I think I'm ending right there, guys. I appreciate y'all for joining me. As you can see, people are playing golf, having fun, and exercising, getting their health together. So I love and I appreciate y'all guys for rocking with me. I will be back on tonight. I'm gonna break down long-term investing on the computer. It's gonna be after we work out. So come rock with me at the gym. When we work out at the gym, then we're going back to the computer, and I'm going to show y'all, and I'm going to teach y'all, and I'm going to show y'all and put something on your mind about long-term investing, compound interest. That's what we're going to do. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I love and I appreciate y'all. This is the one and only Stock Sniper. Earn, spend less, and make proper investments. Most of all, teach it to your kids and grandkids, and teach it to the world. With that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. To the next one, I'm out.